a sheep and cattle station owned by my old mates Mick and Bernie Agosta. Mick had called wanting some help with a problem around the house, and being in the district, I was naturally happy to oblige.
The place is looking great.
Yeah.
But you've got a bit of a problem with rabbits.
Yeah, that's right.
The little buggers are eating everything.
What do you try to get rid of them?
I tried trapping them.
Trapping them?
Baiting them.
Baiting them? 1080?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you one thing about rabbits. They breed like rabbits.
But this was no laughing matter. They needed help, and I was the man for the job.
You put the kettle on,
Yep.
and maybe a bit of cake would be nice, and won't take too long. See you in a minute.
Sounds great.
That'd be great.
See ya.
They might seem like the perfect pet, but rabbits are a serious problem for those in the bush. These pesky predators were first introduced into Australia in 1859 by this bloke, Thomas Austin. And it didn't take long for the promiscuous pair to start doing what came natural. Since then, they've been an environmental disaster, digging up valuable land, destroying precious plant life, and forcing out important native species. Time to fight back. Step 1 is to identify and then dig in as many burrows as you can find. This will help seal up the warren in preparation for stage 2. High pressure liquid petroleum gas, pumped directly into the ground.
What I'm doing here is fixing the problem at the source. Underneath me is a very big rabbit warren. If we get rid of that, the rabbits will move on to greener pastures.
With the last of the holes safely sealed, it was time to get serious.
OK, you guys can get right back. This area is hot. Keep going, keep going.
LPG is highly combustible, and even though the detonation would take place safely below ground, I didn't want to be taking any chances.
And it's bye-bye, bunny. It's gone there. Hi. Yeah, what happened was you had some burrows underneath the house that you didn't tell me about. I won't hang around for a cup of tea or a piece of cake.
All Aussie adventures, time to hit the road. Another day in the Aussie bush, and one of the most important lessons you can learn out here is gun safety.
Who knows what this is?
Bolt action?
A Bolt Action 22. Well done, Justin. Who knows what this is?
Shotgun.
For kids from the city,
Well
they
done,
sure
Phil.
knew
Good.
their firearm.
As you'll notice, there's no safety catch. But what I like to do when I'm wandering around the bush is just sort of leave it in a broken position. See that? It's broken. It can't go off, OK? So then when you're wandering through the bush, you see your objective, you push that in like that, and just... Oh!
Now, your Chardonnay drinking set from the Big Smoke might not approve, but in the country, firearms are an essential part of life. And despite all the negative press, the fact is guns do not kill people. Often. I tell you what, there's nothing quite like the feeling of handing a loaded weapon to a child for the very first time and introducing them to the basics of marksmanship. The kids were pretty excited, and even young Haley enjoyed firing off a round or two. These are skills they will all be able to take back with them to the city, skills that will stay with them for life. With the kids keen to test out their newfound skills, I left them alone for a bit of target practice. We were in no hurry to get moving, and it was a perfect way to spend a bit of time relaxing with a couple of youngsters and a Bolt Action 22.
You know, you get a lot of talk from the loony left city folk saying, we should ban guns to make us all safe. The reality is, you teach a kid safety with a gun, respect with a gun, and firearm care. In my opinion, that's the best way to avoid anyone getting hurt. Justin! Not funny, mate. I'm coming down there. Give me the gun.
It was great to see the kids developing some self-confidence
Don't point it at me.
and self-esteem. Qualities sadly lacking in so many of their city friends. On Donna Station, run by my old mate, Mez Ryan. And she sure was glad to see me.
You rang about a problem?
Huh?
Rang about the ball?
Oh, the ball. Yeah,
rang about the ball. You need me
yeah.
to check how she's
yeah,
going. Yeah.
Would you mind checking the ball?
OK, well, why don't you put the kettle on, make a cup of tea, and I'll go get some stuff out of the car.
No worries.
OK.
Turned out Mez was having trouble with her waterworks. A slow-flowing bore. It might not sound like much, but bores are the lifeblood of a farm. Only it's not blood they pump, it's water. And without water, the stock could easily die. Time to identify the problem. During dry periods, groundwater levels can easily drop. So my first step was to ascertain just how deep the water was sitting.
I'm going to measure the depth using this. It's a plumb line. Weight on one end and measurement all the way along. We drop it down. When it hits the water, we know how much water we're dealing with. Pretty straightforward, but you do have to know what you're doing. And down she goes. If you want to keep a property like this green, you need to have your bores working properly. Chicken got caught in the tape and it's gone. Oh, shit. Shit. Shit.
What about it? Aussies love getting out on the water. And with thousands of kilometres of coastline, not to mention rivers and lakes, there's plenty of places to drop anchor. But for some would-be boaties, just getting into the water can be enough of a challenge.
Have a look at this bloke. He's got no idea. How about I give him a bit of a hand?
As a rule, I find that people appreciate being told they aren't good at something. And I'm just the man to do it.
Just get over there out of harm's way.
Time to teach this landlubber a valuable lesson.
Here's the trick. Too much trailer in the right-hand mirror, it's right hand down. Too much trailer in the left-hand mirror, it's left hand down. Okay, let's just straighten her up, shall we? Right hand down, right hand down. Okay, left hand down, left hand down. Gonna go forward again. You've been doing it as long as I have. It's not that hard. Don't stop! Whoa! Shit. Shit. Oh, God, yeah. She just...
Situations such as this are a valuable reminder to us all of the need to be prepared.
Where are you?
No matter what the situation, things can go wrong.
2 knocks for yes, 1 knock for no. Okay, maybe push up with your feet. Just go, like, give it a big push and I'll go at the same time. No? 1, 2, 3, push. Yeah, okay. Start digging. G'day, how are you? Yeah, Russell Creek. Yeah, here are your thongs. Put those on. Anyway, I'll just go get a winch.
But I couldn't stick around to be thanked. I had a job to get to. Some overnight storms had brought down a tree across the track. And I soon discovered I wasn't the only one going nowhere fast. This farmer was clearly in need of a helping hand.
G'day. G'day. Russell Court. John. It's a doozy. I can see what's happened. She's come down overnight. You've come down here, tried to get around and got yourself bogged. Yeah, I think this needs a heavy artillery. Okay. Stay here. I'll be back in a minute. Righto.
And by heavy artillery, I meant this. 6.5 tons of hydraulic heavy haulage, borrowed from a nearby farm.
John, I'll get you to move right out of the way, mate. Right. Thank you.
Luckily, I've had a bit of experience with earth-moving machinery, and I knew just how to shift that log. Guess you could call it muscle over matter. 1, 2, 3. All Aussie adventures, time to hit the road. Harvest time, with hundreds of hectares of paddock waiting to be cut, sorted and stacked. It's a big job, but luckily these days we've got technology on our side.
Believe it or not, I'm driving that tractor from this app in here. And if you don't believe me, I'm going to make it stop.
They don't call us the smart country for nothing.
How good is that? I'll make it start again. Absolutely incredible. Here, satellite, down to the tractor. I'm going to make it swing around now. A little steering wheel here, little accelerator, little brake. Okay, now I'm going to bring it back to me.
Yep, in the right hands, technology is pretty amazing stuff.
And stop. Incredible, isn't it? With this app and that tractor right there, I can take all those hay bales and put them into a truck. Oh, shit. Oh! Oh! Dropped the phone! Stop the boat! Push stop on the boat! I can't get off! Oh no! The hay bale! The hay bale! Shit! Oh no!
With that job taken care of, it was time to get stuck into another one. I like to kill two birds with one stone. Not that I'd ever kill a bird, let alone two, but I did need to take care of a small task. A few too many weeks on dusty outback roads meant this old car of mine was in desperate need of a clean. So before I headed bush again, we had an appointment booked with the old scrubbing brush.
A clean car is more than just looking good. Dirty windscreen, dirty windows can obscure your vision and be a real safety hazard. That's why it's bath time for this old girl.
With the outside looking squeaky clean, my next job was taking care of the interior. Luckily, I had just the tool.
For a big job, you need a big nozzle. I'll get rid of this. Oh! Ah! Set it off! Oh! Okay, Russell Point, how are you?
With that task taken care
It
of,
ceases to amaze me the number of people who head out for a day on the water and they don't remember to check the basics. Engine, fuel, life jackets, flares, safety, equipment. You've got to be sure everything is ready to go or don't even think about heading off. I'm going to check my equipment one more time. Looking good. Let's go.
it's one thing to cruise up some slow-flowing local river, but head out on one of our outback waterways and you encounter a whole new type of danger. Yep, I'm talking crocs. Saltwater crocodiles, as their name implies, are crocodiles. And you find them just about everywhere up north. Whether in a boat or walking along the bank, you've got to be on your guard. That said, not every animal that lives around here is necessarily a croc.
Just found something I'd like to show you. These are animal tracks. Now, a lot of people mistake these tracks for a crocodile, but I can guarantee you these are the tracks of a turtle. Now, up there, there'd be a nest with some eggs in it, and the mother's come down here, gone out to get some food. Crocodile track is a lot different to that. Come down here and I'll show you the difference. So what you've got with a crocodile track is you've got a stronger drag point at the start. So that's a strong drag point that you can see the head of the crocodile. Then you see the footprints down there, and you'll see a strong drag point this way. This is obviously going out this way, and that's a turtle, and that is a crocodile. That's a.
All Aussie adventures, time to hit the